Hey you guys, welcome back to Southern Latitudes. I'm Robin, and in this video we're going to continue with sowing. We've been doing the onions. Oh, you all just missed a red shoulder hawk took off. I must have disturbed it. So we've been doing onions, peppers, and two varieties of tomatoes. I've made up my mind. I can't live without my brandywines. And then we're going to pull some of the cherry tomatoes. But first, I want to update you on just a couple things that are just happening in the off moments real quick. So I started taking down my shade cloth after that last video. So it's just bothering me. Every time I walk under here or do anything, my head is hitting the shade cloth. So I really don't need the shade cloth till about this point to here, you know. So I do have the shallots in the ground. This is salsa garden. I'm wondering if the extra light will trigger something in these onions. It can't be bad for them, but anyhow, it is what it is, and I'm gonna do that. And then that way I can get in here and start pulling weeds without this fabric hitting my head all the time, and I can straighten all these poles. This is driving me crazy where the poles are all wonky. So I'll put those in a little bit better. We'll leave the shade cloth up over here, and we'll try to move this cloth closer to just that. I want to take down this cattle panel also and move it because we won't be using it this fall in this area. Also, one of the other things I definitely want to check on is I had some gladiolus that were really close to blue, you know, at least semi-opening, and I want to check on those very quickly. I want to check on my guava. Yeah, I don't think those are ready. Oh, since we're passing the bananas right here, first of all, my Stokes aster finally started blooming a little over a week ago. Japotacaba's just hanging out in here. Everything looks good. And then I noticed yesterday, my banana rack was almost completely touching the ground. So I put a little post in there, so at least keep it off the ground. And then look at the white trumpets. This is the angel trumpet tree. Oh my goodness, it's in its full glory again. The impatiens. I don't get to update you guys on all these things very often, but the impatiens are looking fantastic. There's, oh, that's a vinca in here, right here. And then we have some ginger back there, some Cuban oregano. I think that's right. Oh, the acha is going through another bloom. Very interesting. It's all of a sudden got its happy spot this year. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. And a little, what is that? A little marigold right there. Boy, that's from back in spring. Sometimes I have no idea what makes these things finally happy and they take root. So, okay, Buddy's ready. Let's go out here. Okay, he loves coming out here. Pretty soon I'll need to start cleaning up South Garden. He loves it over here because he saw that snake here like the last time he came out here with me. Oh, where's my pineapple? Okay, oh, you guys can't hardly see it. It's still there. It's not yellow yet. Look at this. That's a black swallowtail. Oh well. Bye-bye. These look pretty good. There's a lot of weeds in here. It's time to pull and then collect the black-eyed Susan weeds, but don't do any of that in the morning when it's full sun. Look at this. I've got snapdragons. I like this color. I want to collect that color and keep it. So some peppers, the basil I gotta collect. That is my biggest pineapple of the year, and I really do need to keep an eye on it. Oh, look at this. Look, it's open. Again, this is not the right color. This is not the pink parrot. This is white. None of these are the color I asked for. I'm very, I think I'm going to write the company. They should know that they totally, and this is going to be white too. Oh boy. So we've had a lot of dieback here in North Garden, and I'm gonna at least cut these vines and pull them this way. And it's okay, I'm not worried about it. This is the orange pumpkin. I don't see any pumpkins in this section, so we'll just pull the vines back. We'll maybe start prepping this area for whatever we're going to plant this fall here. But as you can see, it hasn't killed off all of it because this part's still going fantastic. And then, let me show you, where is it? Right here. Look at the little orange pumpkin. Aw. That's so cute. We got more of them too. I think I counted at least 4 of them. There's probably more than that, but I've counted 4. Where are you guys? There's one. That one looks completely different, doesn't it? Completely different. I think my watermelon kind of got drowned out. Let's see, where's, oh yeah, there's the watermelon. It looks puny. And there's the other one. This one's dying. Yeah, it's rotting. Oh. Huh. I had 2 pumpkins over here. I don't think they made it. Nope. Oh, there's a big something. What is this? Watermelon or pumpkin? Pumpkin. Look at that. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, there's a big pumpkin over here too. Woo. Oh, I'm in the thick of it. I gotta check on my okra. Look at that pumpkin right there. So cute. Do I need to pick any okra while I'm right here? Oh, I got a burgundy. Okay, I'm gonna very carefully. Oh, there's another pumpkin. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. So cute, so cute. My roselle is doing really good. I need to tie this one up higher. Some of them are starting to lean. Okay. Well, we might not get a ton of pumpkins, but we're gonna get pumpkins. Hold on. Oh, what a maze back here. I really need to invest some time in here. Pick this okra. Oh. My okra has been, oh no. Come on, Robin. Don't kill it. Yeah, I definitely need to invest some time back here. So I've already lost track. Was that 4 or was that 5 pumpkins we've found so far? And then I have the butterfly, no, not butterfly pea. The pigeon pea is in here. I have a plumeria. I have a double Mahoy banana back there. I think I still have some more Fort Hook beans. Lima beans right there. This right here is my brown-eyed Susan, the Rebecca triloba. So very interesting. Here we go. Here's one of them already going to bloom. These are sort of a late season bloomer, which is great for fall. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, we gotta pick up all these vines and so forth. Yeah. Hey, buddy. You see any more pumpkins? Anyhow, yeah, we'll pick up these vines. Some of them are still growing and they're attaching. But anyhow, I wanted to see my pink parrot. And look at that. Nothing. I mean, not nothing. And look at that. It's all completely white, which is a beautiful gladiolus, but not at all what I ordered. I am totally disappointed with Tulip World and Holland Bulb Company. Yeah, I knew it was too good to be true. All that false advertising. The pictures look fantastic for advertising. Of course, they're up north. They're not Florida, but my goodness, they didn't even get my colors right. Oh yeah. Start picking these and cooling them down. Oh yeah. It's about time they started really turning and producing. Oh boy. There's more than that, but that's about all I can handle in my hands. This plant just gets a little bit better each year. Still kind of young. You still get a lot of dieback too. Okay. Well, we're never going to get around to doing the seeds, but I do want to update you guys on something on the channel because I put it in the community post and not many people see stuff like that. So I made an order to Ison's Nursery at the end of last week, I think it was, and I ordered 4 more vines for the food forest. So I don't know if you remember, but this particular green grape died, and I think that was my self-fertile one because last year was kind of weird, but this year definitely off. My Summit muscadine has wonderful growth all over it, but I don't have that many grapes. I have really nice cluster right here of grapes. Can y'all see that? Yeah. And you know, some one-offs here and there. I can't remember, where are they? Like down here, you know. So anyhow, here's the long and short of it. You definitely need a self-fertile to go along with your female vines. So the self-fertile will provide the pollination for the females. So I think that's what happened. I have beautiful vines, but not much grapes. And so I don't have anything to fertilize this. So I bought 1 self-fertile and 3 females in the muscadine category. I will have to look up all the names and put them in pictures down for you because I can't remember them all. Anyhow, and they're supposed to cluster a lot better. And the sugar content was between 22 to 23% for each one of these. I think that Summit is only 20 or 21% sugar content. So anyhow, we'll get to doing this. You see right there? I'm afraid there might be lightning in that storm, and that's really close. So I'm going to check my phone radar, and we'll either come back when that storm passes or we'll be out in a little bit. It's starting to get hot now. Whew, yeah, need some cloud cover. Good morning, you guys. It's been a few days since the front half of this video, and had a busy couple days, but they're they're behind me now, and so I am ready to continue on with my flower sowing at the moment. So I'm just kind of gonna go through these real quick. This is Black Dragon Coleus from a new company, new to me, True Leaf Market. It says Mountain Valley Seeds. Can you guys see that? The sun is really harsh right at the moment. I sure would love a cloud, but I don't think that's in our future. So these are only going to be about 12 inches tall, and I'm probably going to use them as a border somewhere. The seeds are so tiny that they just go in a little pelleted tube, a tube with pelleted seeds. Woo, something's flying on my legs below. Of course, it always says sow after frost, but that doesn't apply in Florida. So you put these 1/4 inch down. So I'm just lightly going to put some finger marks in here. And so just going to drop. Oh, they're coming out, some of them fast. My goodness. I like coleus. I don't have enough of it in my yard, honestly. Okay, let's put all the rest back in there for spring in case we got a failure or something like that. Okay, so I'm just going to lightly cover it. This is the same seed starting mix that I've been using in the last 2 videos. It is Miracle-Gro Moisture Control. It is Kellogg's Raised Bed Organic Plus. It is Black Cow Raised Bed Organic as well. So, okay, that looks pretty good. Some of them want to stay on the surface. Okay. That one does too. Okay, looks good. First flower sowing of the day, done. These already have the tags in them, and the soil was pre-moistened before I loaded it in the containers, and we got one down. I'm not doing these in any particular order. These are a mixture of sunflowers. I did not keep track of whatever type of sunflower this was. Unfortunately, I didn't label it all the way. So we're just going to put these in there. I think I was just in a hurry to save them, period. From whatever year. This looks like it's a couple of years old. You can never have enough sunflowers, especially in the fall. I am putting these about a 1/4 inch down as well. A lot of times, if you're like me and you got squirrels watching your sunflower seeds go in the ground, these little tops are perfect for it. Okay. Next, let's go with something that already has a label. These are the golden African marigolds. We're going to sow these really tight because once they germinate, and I know what germinates, we're going to pull them out and then individually pop them into cups. So this is just how I do a lot of community sowing, especially if I don't know the seed or if it's a flower, it's better for me. That is sown pretty heavily in there. Can you see that? Looks like straw. I sowed it so heavily. Okay. Not as I don't want too much. There we go. All right. That was easy. Okay, let's move this one in. This is a plumed celosia, and I know I totally recognize people say that differently than there's a proper way to say that word, and I absolutely can't remember it in the moment. So however you say it, enjoy it. This sewing table is a little higher because it's really made to be like a workbench or a drying the onions bench. So it's a lot higher on me. Okay, so let's rough this up a little bit. This one, densely packed spires are 7 to 8 inches tall. These are going to be beautiful. The whole plant matures to 12 inches tall. It requires rich, well-draining soil, full sun, cover the small seeds. Actually, I think I'm going to take a little out so then I can cover them. If you're up north, sow indoors 3 to 4 weeks before last frost. If you're in Florida, start it now. I have a few over in my house garden that have re-sown themselves, and I did nothing, so I don't know how much soil they actually had over them. So, whew, come on. My goodness. I had so much dirt on my hand, plus the seeds are black. I am not 100% certain. I would assume they're all out of my hands. I think most of them dropped here. Oh boy. So just lightly. I love the plumed little celosia. This is Castle Mix. Okay. Let's put those back there. Boom. I already had the label made for that, so that's great. I have another one. Here we go. This is saved celosia, however, with feathers on it that I grew last year, and I was able to remember to capture. Here, I'm going to bring you in a little closer. Capture some of these seeds. And again, teeny tiny. I would have guessed I called them feathers, but it's probably the same as that other called bloomed. This was Sunday Mix. This seed came actually out of Johnny's seeds 2 years ago. A light smattering of soil. Boom. Leave a little in the center. We are, oh, no label. I forgot the label. Okay, and then we're going to bring back the anise hyssop. This seed is about 2 years old, maybe even 3. And I believe it required light to germinate. Yep, full sun is preferred. Oh, wait, that's full sun. Let's see. Oh, so shallow, 1/4 inch deep. Okay, so you do put a little bit of soil on top. Okay, so I love anise hyssop, and I had a few started with me this year, but I don't know where they went. They must have died in the process or got covered up. We had excellent covering of all those pumpkins. So I think I'm just going to use up that seed. I don't know that there's much left in that packet. There we go. Oh, we're whizzing through these. Now the next one is going to be zinnias. I tried to put this in a little deeper tray. These are the cactus mixed colors, and I enjoyed that so much this spring up front. And, you know, I don't know, it's mixed colors, but I still just enjoyed, oh no, no more, there's not, oh, there's one seed in there. Oh my gosh, got a whole tray for one seed. Okay, we'll put it right in the middle. Y'all are going to help me remember that. 1, oh, 2 seeds. We'll put this one on the right side. Goodness. Okay, that's all I had left. That's sad. Still worth it. The next 2 containers are going to be, oh, here we go. These are going to be red torch sunflowers. So we'll have a little red along with whatever else we get. We're going to do a lot more sunflowers too. These are just the ones I noticed that were pulled in my first batch. Let's put this one over here. Put those down about 1/4 inch, roughly. Okay. That was saved seed from some previous sunflower that I grew before. You never know. Now this was gifted to me by a viewer, subscriber named Jackie. She's Jack's Garden Patch or Veggie Patch. I think I said that wrong the first time. And she sent me a lot of different seeds, saved seeds from her garden. So again, marigolds, these are pretty spindly type of seeds. And then we're just going to cover them real lightly, and I lay them on their side. I don't try to put them vertical. When I first started doing marigolds, I always wondered, do people stand these upright? But nature doesn't stand them upright, so neither shall I. And just lightly. Actually, I really would love to sow more of these, but that's all I got right now in this tray. And I have the other tray spoken for snapdragons. Okay, for this last little grouping, I have a mixture of saved seeds. So I had the yellow snapdragons and the pink snapdragons from my my little grouping of First Lady snapdragons that's by the pool. And I noticed, well, I've watched a YouTube channel on how to save seeds. So really, you need light. I don't know that I saved seed on how to, or saved video on how to collect the seed. I can maybe do that later, because there's more gonna need to be collected. So anyhow, this yellow is beautiful. I'm just gonna lay them on top. The first year I tried to grow snapdragons, you know, it said first frost. Well, I tried it germinating over the Christmas holiday to New Year's, and it does take about 21 days. If I recall right, it takes about 21 days. And I just let them sit in a windowsill in a protected container in 70 to 75 degrees inside the house. And I got a couple or few. Well, then the next year I thought, oh, I can do a little better than that. I think I'm going to bump it up to, I don't remember, maybe November or October. And that's where I got these first ladies. So now this is my 3rd year growing snapdragons. Come on. This is, there we go. And I've decided to expand because I honestly thought they were more of a delicate flower. I didn't realize I was going to be able to put them in full sun, and you know, they're still alive and still blooming right now. So, wow, that is ridiculous. Only 25 seeds. This is Madam Butterfly mix snapdragons that came from True Leaf Market. And they do say plant a 1/4 inch deep. Okay, maybe I will put a little soil on top of these, but I'm pretty certain. Oh, these are so tiny, I don't even hardly see them coming out. Oh, there's some still stuck in there. There we go. I hate to be the person who has to count out 25 of these teeny tiny seeds. Okay, come on. Okay, I think that looks pretty close to emptied out. I'd be probably popping in 50, unless these are just super special hybrid mix. Oh, doggone it. It says seeds need light, so I'm glad I didn't do anything yet. Plant a 1/4 inch deep, 8 to 10 inches apart in rich, well-draining soil. Okay, so to germinate, they need light, and then you plant them a 1/4 inch deep when you're... I'm glad my eyes slowed down and reread this. Madam Butterfly mix, okay. And then, because I can't leave well enough alone, I gotta have one of every color just about. So this is Liberty Classic Mix, also from True Leaf Market. How many's in here? 100 seeds. Okay, my odds are better. Boy, not many. I'm a little shaky. My coffee's got me shaky. Oh boy, a lot of them landed right there. Well, that's why we community sow, because there is no way, just like portulaca, moss rose, and all that, you know, the seeds are so tiny, it's better just to start in a tray in already moist soil, and you won't disturb it. And when I do go to water, I won't be using that big hose. I have a little mister somewhere. I don't see, I'll probably throw it in the shed. But, oops, I gotta put that here and make labels. But use a light mister on these. And they're gonna sit for a while. They're gonna need some sun, but also they're gonna need cooler temps. So this is my first time trying it. It's like July 26th today. So I may throw these in, now that I have a vacant front room that gets morning sun and a lot of it, I may set up a table in there and put these guys on the table. Well, you guys, we got 13 tubs filled with different flower seeds for right now. I will come back later and do some more, but this was a good start. I might do some sowing. No, I can't do sowing tonight. We have a birthday party to go to. So somebody is turning 3 today and has a big party. So anyhow, that's it for today. I hope you just enjoyed, you know, going along with me through the process a little bit every day, adding and adding and adding until we finally have what we want for the fall flower gardens. We have 4 vegetable beds equaling about 20, I think I measured it before, about 2,300 square feet of vegetable gardening beds. And then we have flower beds on top of it. We have borders. I have a butterfly garden up front. So we're going to probably put some of this and all that. I'm going to replace some of those flowers. And then we're going to get ready for fall displays, which I do now when I do all the peppers and onions and tomatoes. I get all those flowers ready so they start popping right in October. Oh no, the AC just turned on. So with that said, we're going to end this video right here while you can still hear me. So you guys, I hope you're having a great weekend. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.